Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be making some Nashville's hot chicken. It's going to be a little bit spicier than normal because we're going to be using 4 of the hottest peppers in the world, the ghost peppers. We're going to be starting off and making a quick little brine here, about 2.5 quarts of water, a cup of salt. I'll grab a little bit of sugar here, about a 1/4 cup. Pour that in there. Make sure you get all that sugar out of there. I'm going to grab a little wooden spoon or a whisk. Stir it around, make sure everything is dissolved nicely. Alright, once you're done with that, you can go ahead and grab your chicken. We're just going to place it in our jar here. Make sure it's nice and covered, press it down. We're going to go ahead and place our lid on our jar, and then we're going to go ahead and set that aside. Alright, so what we got here is we got our ghost peppers here. We're just going to grind these up into a fine powder. Put them in a Ninja blender or whatever blender you have, or you can just chop them up very, very small. Just going to put it on there, blend it into a nice powder. Blend and blend and blend. And don't forget to blend it nice and smoothly. It's more and more, and I think that's it. Yep. Just gonna go ahead and put it back in our container here. Yeah, look at that. Death in a cup. That's it. Alright, so the next step here that we're going to be doing is we're going to be draining off our brine chicken. I'll brine it for about 45 minutes or so. You can brine it for a day. It's really up to you, but 45 minutes will do you. Drain that off. And before I go ahead and grab this chicken, I'm going to go ahead and show you the salt and pepper that we're going to be throwing into our dredging mixture. Throw it in there. Go ahead and grab my whisk. Just mix it up, nothing too fancy. Just a little mixing. Alright, I'm going to set that aside. Then we're going to grab our first piece. I'm going to go ahead and toss it in that flour a little bit. Make sure that every inch of it is nicely coated. And don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. That's the fun part. It'll all be worth it in the end. Now what I'm doing is what I should have done about 5 minutes ago, is I'm making the actual liquid part of the dipping procedure, which includes 2 cups of milk, 2 large eggs, 1 and 2, about a teaspoon of black pepper, and about a tablespoon and a half of your preferred hot sauce. Mine is Frank's Red Hot. I'm gonna go ahead and grab our whisk again and mix until combined. Alright. Go ahead and set our whisk in the sink now. We're going to take our lead quarter here. We're going to go ahead and set it in our liquid mixture. Make sure it's nice and coated. Then I'm going to take a little bit of flour so that I can sprinkle some on top while the bottom is getting covered. A little bit more. And just go ahead and sprinkle it over this chicken. Like I said, your hands are going to get dirty. That's fine. It's just soap and water. It'll be all good. And when you're done, make sure you shake off any excess flour. You don't want to cake up your fryer or pan, whichever one you're doing this in. It works either way. Alright. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and place it in the fryer. We have our oil set to 375 degrees. If you go any hotter than that, then your oil is just going to be too hot. It's going to burn it before anything is cooked inside. If it's any lower than that, it's just going to soak up all that grease before that crust is formed. We're going about 17 minutes for the first half of the cooking session. Alright, we're about halfway through. We're going to go ahead and flip this bad boy. It's nice and golden so far. And we're going to set it back in there for an additional 17 minutes. Alright, so we cooked our chicken for about 35 minutes until it reached 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, we're going to be making our spice mixture for our Nashville Hot Coating, which is 4 ground ghost peppers, 3 tablespoons of cayenne pepper, half a tablespoon of black pepper, half a tablespoon of garlic powder, half a tablespoon of paprika, and half a tablespoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of light brown sugar. We're going to mix thoroughly with our fork. Then we're going to go ahead and toss it in about 1 cup of our frying liquid and mix it up together with a whisk. Make sure you get the bits on the side there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and set the whisk aside, and I'm going to show you what we got here looking like. I'm just going to go ahead and baste this on here until it's evenly coated. Alright, and we are finished. This is our Ghost Pepper Nashville Hot Chicken. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.